going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome into a brand new career mode on Ashes Cricket. I've seen a few other people, Gareth and Twisty, doing their career modes. Absolutely awesome it looks. We are lining up again for Tasmania, playing in the Tasmanian Cup, and we are playing for West Hobart this time. As you can see, our player figure over there in the top right hand corner. You can actually see it. I was just looking over my monitor to make sure the webcam wasn't going and blurring it out. But we are 44 rated, so we're pretty low rated, but we are the second best player on this West Hobart team. So we're going to jump into some club 3-day action and try and pick ourselves up our first wicket. Alright guys, so we're coming in a pretty sticky situation, to be fair. It looks as though 4 wickets have gone down in relatively quick time. So 65 on the board, so we're doing pretty well in terms of run rate, but losing those 4 wickets is not really ideal. And I did say today that we were going to go and try and get our first wicket, but instead it's looking as though we are going to get our first runs, which is exactly what we have gone and done there. So you've got to be happy with that. Off the mark with a 1 just like that. And today what we're going to do is hopefully try and bat through. My God, I keep doing that. It's terrible. Step back out, Cliffy. There we go. Good. Today we're going to look to go and try and bat through, try and grab ourselves some runs if we can. There's still 100 overs left today. And just talk about career mode a little bit, describe our player, because there are a few changes, I guess, from Don Bradman 17. So we have gone, we've basically made our guy exactly the same. We're playing for Tasmania, which is what we did last time around. We are playing for a different team though. I think last time we were playing for New Norfolk. So we have changed that. We are now playing for West Hobart. I just like the colours that they were playing in, which is actually in the thumbnail, and I did enjoy the logo that they had as well more than the other one. So we have actually gone and lost a wicket there as well. So we are now 5 down with only 76 on the board, and I've done that again. Cliffy, step back across. Jesus Christ, man. We're going to go and get ourselves out LBW here. I can just feel it. That one there, we have creamed back to the fielder. We'll come back and won't take the run. But as I said, basically this career mode is exactly the same as our Don Bradman 17 one. We've selected to be an all-rounder once again, which is what we have gone with. And we are, as I said, playing for Tasmania in the Tasmanian comp at the moment. So number 6 being the all-rounder, and we're going to look to go and try and, I guess, stamp our mark on the game if we can in any way possible. So one thing that has been added to this game that was not in Don Bradman 17 is obviously the 3-day games that we're playing at the moment. And a lot of people have said, you know what, maybe 3-day games is not really what we should have. You know, a lot of, I guess, club cricketers do go and play 2-day games, so that might have been something potentially they could have gone and brought into the side, as we have actually gone and got ourselves our first 4 of the innings. So as I said, what we're going to look to try and do here today is we're going to go and try and bat through basically for as long as possible and just try and get some runs on the board. This video I would have done a lot earlier and probably would have edited it a bit more, but you can probably tell, I'm not sure if you can see, but on my arm there, and I think on my arm there, I have actually been painting and working out in the garden all day. So I have been really stretched for time. This guy's bowling bloody Chinamans. Get down the other end! Oh my God, please, I was going to say, please tell me that's going to go for 4, otherwise there is definitely going to be a run out there at some stage. But pretty happy with how things are playing out so far. As we saw at the start of the video, the menu has changed in career mode, and that's something that I'm very happy about. I think there is just a whole lot of improvements in this game from Don Bradman 17, and it's something that I am really looking forward to. I've got plenty of careers that I want to do. I was going to potentially go and start off with a New Zealand team and play through, because that's something I wanted to do in DCB 17. However, I think, you know, when you first start off, you have to start off as a team who can obviously take part in the Ashes. That is the ultimate goal, and that is what we are trying to do. We are trying to make it into the Ashes team for Australia. I guess bat in a little bit of a, you know, an unknown number 6 position. You know, not a lot of people will know really what is going on with the number 6s. I think Shaun Marsh is probably going to take it, looking at the side that the Australians have named for the first test. It's looking as though Shaun Marsh is probably going to line up at number 6. No Matt Renshaw, Bancroft is in the side, Tim Payne is recalled as well, which I think is a huge surprise that we do see him back in the, well, back with a baggy green. You know, it has been a long time. And there's a stat going around as well, which is quite interesting, that the current coach, Jaron Lehman, actually has a more recent Sheffield, I think it's still called the Sheffield Shield in Australia, a Sheffield Shield ton more recently than Timmy Payne, which is very strange to have that happen. Obviously, a coach having a ton more recently than a player in a domestic competition. So I think Tim Payne's was 06 and Lehman's must have been 07 from memory. So, but then a lot of people are going and saying, if Tim Payne's in the side, if he scores 40 odd, batting down at number 7, that people will be happy with that. They really want, the top order to stand up and score those runs. And a lot of people saying, had it not been for that injury, I think he actually got injured, to be fair, in like a charity game or a friendly game or something like that. And a lot of people were saying that if he didn't get injured in that game, that he very well possibly would have been, the Australian Test wicketkeeper, one-day wicketkeeper, whatever you want to call. He would have been in there if it was not for that finger injury. So he gets his chance now. He is, a little bit on in his first-class career now, a lot more experience, not currently keeping for Tasmania. He has been, I guess, second fiddle, you would say, to Matthew Wade. So it will be interesting to see how he goes. Obviously, a very fine gloveman, very good wicketkeeper. That's what he's in the side for. It'll be interesting to see how the Australians do line up heading into the first test. I don't even know, to be fair, I don't even know if Hilton Cartwright has been included in the 13-man squad. I know, as I said, Cam Bancroft is in there, so it'll be interesting to see how he does go at the top. I'd say that he, odds on, probably has to open. The only other alternative I think they could possibly go with is Khawaja to open, Smith slot into number 3, and then possibly Sean Marsh maybe at number 4, or even Peter Hanscom at number 4. But I guess we will just have to go and wait and see when the first test does come around as to what will happen. And I must say, we're doing fairly decent. Apart from the fact that players are really tumbling around us, we have hit 3 fours so far in our 24, coming off just 17 deliveries. We just kind of really need someone to try and stick around with us if we can, and just look to go and trying to build a partnership, because to be fair, 108 in the first innings is nowhere near going to be enough. But it will be very interesting to see, because remember, this is not a 4-day game, this is a 3-day game. Just how, I guess, it works out and how everything does come about. So obviously teams are going to go out and try and be a lot more aggressive, because there is a lot less overs to work with. But yeah, still, to be 8 down after 21 overs in a club game is just absolutely terrible. You shouldn't really be that many down after that short a time. So here's just hoping that we don't go and do too many more shots like that, because that's a little bit rash, and it's not what we've needed to date so far. We have been very good, very solid at playing through those areas, those strength areas, down the ground, through the covers, and obviously we have had a couple that have been flicked away to the leg side as well, and they've worked well for us. But we just want to go out and make a good solid start, which is what we have done so far. 25 of just 21 deliveries, and I'm going to try and hit this one. I was going to say precise, just because I want to try and get it into that gap. I actually am a bit annoyed now, because when I went and I was doing my skill allocation, I actually went and basically made it so that batting was kind of second best to bowling. And to be up at number 6, there obviously is a lot of responsibility on our shoulders. And in saying that, we're standing up to that responsibility. We are playing out at the moment for the maiden. That one there we'll just leave and let go through the wicketkeeper. No need to play at those ones there. So we play out a maiden. So that does show, I guess, maturity, as I said already, in this side. And that's what we're going to look at trying to do. We're going to look to try and take over the captaincy of this team as soon as possible. Look to try and break into the Tasmanian ranks as soon as possible. And there is another nice shot. That's probably going to be our 4th boundary of the innings. Comes off the last ball of the over as well. And as I said, we just need someone at the moment. Clark and Clayton, you guys, all I need is for you to stick around with me and just go and try and build a partnership. We can take apart the spinners down the other end. That's what we've done so far. And we're just going to look to try and continue on with that there. But it's amazing, when we actually go and, as I said, have that responsibility. And just think about it, don't go out there and play rash shots. That is, I guess, a trademark of the Chris Lynn career mode on Don Bradman 17, where we went out and so often we were just trying to score quick to get the job done, and I guess make the video look good, because we're going out there and scoring a lot of runs very fast. Today we've just nudged it around. I mean, 26 balls, it's not bad. 30 runs, the strike rate's decent. You can't really ask for a whole lot more in a 3-day game. I was going to say a 4-day game, but It's not a 4-day game. That's something that we are going to have to go and try and get used to very quickly on in the piece. So, as I said, I'm just going to keep trying to go and bludge away and just continue to try and pick up these runs. And there is, again, another nice shot. We're just playing the ball on its merit. If it's there to be hit, it's being hit. We're not trying to overhit it. We're not trying to go and hit the boundaries, not playing those aggressive shots that we have, I guess, become accustomed to, just trying to work it around. And as you can see, we're starting to already make the field, alter the field to our liking. So anything here really that is on the leg stump, we are just going to go and flick away. We have actually just installed the patch. It was a patch that just came out not too long ago that no one is really sure at the moment exactly what it is for, but that has downloaded for me, so I'll get that installed very soon. But for now, we're just going to keep going. If we could get 50 on debut, that would be, to be fair, almost the perfect start. And again, just nudging it into that gap on the leg side. There's only that one man out there sweeping on the boundary, so we just got to keep doing that and just keep doing our thing, to be fair. Picking up those twos, 35 off 30. You can't really complain too much about that. Clark's down the other end. He's doing his bit. He is 2 off 18, so he is just blocking it out at the moment. And just doing his job, and we will just take a single off the last ball of the over, to be fair, and maintain the strike for the next one. So we just need to make sure we can try and farm the strike as much as possible. Again, against the spinners are someone that we can go and take on, especially if they are pitching it outside like there. We can just get amongst that and just go and play it along the ground as much as possible. We do just need to be careful, however, that we don't go and get ourselves run out from a direct hit, because numbers and wickets is very hard. It's very tough. I think there has actually been a change in the field, so they have changed it around just slightly. So mid-wicket is looking pretty good at the moment, to be fair, and just like that, they moved the field, put the man in there, and we are gone for 38 off 33, so no debut 50 for us, but a fairly decent score. I think that must almost be close, not quite the top score. One of our openers did manage to score himself 45, and we are going to come in episode 2, as it looks like the first change bowler, and we are going to be in looking and trying to hunt some wickets. So no debut 50. Hopefully we can go and pick up a few wickets on debut, but that will be, we're going to go Sunday. That is going to be Sunday's video. So in 2 days time, I've got a bowling tutorial which is coming out tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, just because we had the batting one. I was looking to do both at the same time. However, not the case. We are going to go try and carry on. There's still 72 overs left in the day, so hopefully we can go and try and make some inroads. We didn't score many runs at all. I mean, looking back, we did only score 125, and we did manage to pick up the second top score, so that's something that we do need to be proud of, but really would have more liked it if we could have gone and kicked on and managed to grab ourselves that 50. But beggars can't be choosers. Pretty good debut to date so far. Hopefully we can smash in some wickets in the second episode, which will be coming your guys' way, as I said, on Sunday. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see more career mode on the channel, make sure you go and give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button. Let's aim for something crazy like 100 likes on this video, and then we will go and carry on from there. Subscribe if you're new, because there's going to be a lot of Ashes cricket content coming your guys' way, so subscribe to make sure that you do not miss out on any of the action. And until next time, ka kite anoa, see you soon.